And good morning. Welcome to the Highline Activity Center. A full day of volleyball for you. It is the 2025 Valley City Highliner Classic. And good morning to you. Paul McDonald with you as we start things off. Valley City Highliners in pools with Weimar, Lidgewood, and Edgeley Cullum, Montpelier. They'll be playing the first set here this morning. They'll play the first two matches in pool play, and then they'll be off until bracket play, which will be coming probably around 11:30, 12 o'clock this afternoon. And coverage of today's Highliner Volleyball Classic is being brought to you by Grotberg Electric here in Valley City. Just ran up the stairs, so I got to catch my breath. Give me a minute. We'll be ready to go. Valley City, they're in the far court, and taking on the Warbirds of Weimar Lidgewood here in the near court. The Highliners 2-0 on the season. The Warbirds coming in with a record of 2-4, lost in 5 sets to Hankinson their last time out here on Thursday. And we are just about ready to get things underway here this morning with the Highliners and the Warbirds. Again, Valley City has been playing very well to get things started this season. A couple of Region 1 wins, a 5-set victory over Kindred on the road, and then a 3-set sweep over Central Cass their last time out here on Thursday in what was the home opener for the Highliners. Sky Nielsen will be serving first here for Valley City. Again, they're in the far court. Serving here to the near side. The referee making sure the scorer's table is all primed and ready here. And now we're set to go. And we are underway. Off the first serve, and we're going to have an ace right away for Nielsen. And the Highliners take the early 1-0 lead. Warbirds out of Region 1, District 1 in Class B. Here's the serve, received here to the near side. Now again, not only is his best 2 out of 3, but it also is a 40-minute limit for the first set. There's an attack and a kill by Coca. Coca picking up her first kill off the assist from Leak. So that is the way that today goes. It'll be best 2 out of 3 or 40-minute time limit. 45-minute time limit here for the early matches. And then when we get into bracket play, again, it'll be 2 out of 3. And then when we get into bracket play, it'll be a 2 out of 3 or a 60-minute. There's a tip and a kill for the Warbirds. Kaylee Ladisaw picking up her first kill, and it is a 3-1 Highliner advantage. And here serving the Warbirds in the near court. That should be 2-1, actually. Should be the score. I believe it's 2-1. We had the ace, then we had a Katie Coca kill. Well, they got 3-2 up on the board, so I missed a couple of things. But it's 3-2 is your score right now. And here's the attack by Coca. That's going to go long. Attack error. Point Warbirds. 3-3. I keep forgetting I'm looking at the wrong scoreboard. My apologies, fans. When we have these two courts, I've been here long enough I should know this. The scoreboard to my right is for the court to my left and vice versa. So it is 2-2 is your score. Here's the attack by Ladisaw and her second kill. Ladisaw now with 2 kills, and the Warbirds take a 3-2 lead. So now that I've got my bearings straight and I've figured out things here at the hack, been doing this long enough, you should remember how these things work. Here's Leak setting it off the attack, Burchell, and the kill. Katie Burchell will pick up her first kill. Leak's second assist, and the Highliners have tied things at 3. Our second tie. Serving, Kinley Suffolcool for the Highliners. Serving 3-3, set 1. Gockler now back over, free ball here for the Highliners. Larson gets it up front. Nora Peterson with a tip kill. Nora Peterson will get her first. And the Highliners with a 4-3 advantage. 4-3, Valley City leading. And Suffolcool with the ace. Suffolcool had a couple of aces against Central Cass the other night. Picks up her first one here. And Valley City leads it 5-3 in the opening set. Here's the serve by Suffolcool. The receive, Frecking. Set middle. Lattice on the attack is long. Dugout, Larson. Set Leak, attack Coca, and the kill. Katie Coca with her second kill. Leak picking up her third assist. Valley City on top, 6-3. 6-3 Highliners with Suffolk at the service line. Here to the middle. Off the attack, Kackman. Now Leak setting it. Coca blocked at the net. And a combination assist block there by Mauk and Kackman. And now back serving will be Kaylee Ladisaw for Weimar-Lidgewood. Larson, Leak, set, Coca. On the attack, long attack error, point for the Warbirds. They trail by 1 at 6-5. Or do they say that was touch? They're going to say tip, so that is a point for Valley City. They do say there was a touch. Highliner point, 7-4 Valley City. And Leak back serving. Jalen Hebranson will check in, defensive specialist to the back row. Leak ready to serve, serving 7-4. And the serve on the way, she'll get an ace. Bryn Leak will pick up the ace. Third one for the Highliners, 8-4 Valley City. Leak the first two matches, a total of 77 assists in the first two matches. There's the serve on the way. Off the receive, Gockler. And that goes in, the attack error, .94 Valley City. The Highlanders with a 5-point lead. That is their biggest here in the first set. Leak serving, 9-4. At the net, set, Hofsford, attack Ladisaw. On the cover, Coca, Nielsen up front. And here's a free ball for Weimar-Lidgewood. To the middle, Hostler. Setting it up, Kackman, tip, nice dig by Coca, tipped over by Peterson, and they're going to call net violation on Nora Peterson. That'll be a point for Weimar-Lidgewood, 9-5, Warbirds trailing by 4. Libero, Macy Gockler will go back to serve. And just got it over the net, nice serve. Coca receives, set, Leak, attack error, Peterson into the net, 9-6. Highliners lead is at 3. And Gockler back to serve, Cynthia Clabo in year number 2 as the head coach of the Highlanders. Tanner Carlson, the coach of Weimar-Lidgewood. Gockler serves. Suffolk pass, set Leak. Middle, tip, Peterson. Blocked at the net. Back set. There's the attack and blocked there by Peterson. Back to the Warbirds. Peterson pass. Leak sets it up. Far side Coca. She's blocked at the net and the block goes in. There's another ace block there. And the point off Mauk's block. Now here's a serve by Gockler, goes into the net. Point Valley City on the service error. Highliners up 3, 10-7. Katie Coca back to serve. Coca serving 10-7. Gockler pass. Set. Hosford. Off the attack, Mauk. Tipped at the net by Nielsen. Back here to the Warbirds. Free ball for Valley City. Coca. Leak. Setting it up. Freeze. Tipped over the net. We've got a net violation on Maddie Freeze. That'll be a point for Weimar-Lidgewood. 10-8. Weimar-Lidgewood cut the lead down to 2. Grafton and Maple River playing on the other court. Right now that is an 11-8 advantage for Maple River in the opening set in that pool. Leak setting it up, attack Nielsen, and the kill. Sky Nielsen will pick up her first kill. 11-8 Valley City. And Nora Peterson back to serve for the Highliners. Serving 11-8, far court, near court. And the right-hander sends it over. Gockler receives. Free ball coming up, Valley City, they'll play it. Peterson to Leak. Leak setting it, Nielsen. Nielsen blocked there. And a block by Aria Rigg. A solo block by Rigg. Point for the Warbirds. Back within 2 at 9-11. That'll send Paisley Urbis back to serve. Check that. Number 8 going back. That is Kaylee Frecking instead. We wipe up some moisture on the floor. Frecking back to the service line for the Warbirds. Will serve 9-11 here in the opening set. And that's 2 out of 3 or 40 minutes, whichever comes first. Here's the serve by Frecking. Nielsen. Into the net. Receive air. Point for the Warbirds. And it's a 10-11. Warbirds trailing by 1. And Frecking with that ace serving. Serve, same spot. Nielsen this time. Good pass. Lee setting it. And the attack error by Burchell. And we are tied at 11. Our third tie, first since 3-3. Frecking back to serve. She'll go to that same spot, but this time a little bit wide and out. Service error. It's a 12-11 advantage for Valley City. And we'll send Morgan Larson back to the service line for the Highliners. Serving 12-11, set 1. Gockler receives. Hosford, bump set, and they just get it over. Free ball for Valley City. Larson to Leak, setting. Nielsen tips and gets the kill. Sky Nielsen will pick up kill number 2, set number 4 for Leak. And it's a 13-11 Highliner lead. Morgan Larson serving. Up and over. Hosford set for Ladisaw on the attack. Dug out. Larson. Leak setting it. Coca coming in on the attack. One-arm dig. Gockler. Nice job there. Hosford setting it up for Ladisaw. She'll go cross court, and it was tipped. It's a point. Kill for Ladisaw. That'll be her third for Kaylee. 13-12. Highliners lead is at 1. Aria Rigg now will go back to the service line for the Warbirds. Serving 12-13. Fires that one over. Larson. Suffolk. And they'll get it over. Free ball for the Warbirds. Kackman. Here's the set. Back to the middle. On the attack was Kackman. Blocked there by Burchell. Now Ladisaw gets it over. Free ball Highliners. Suffolk. Leak back setting it. Burchell tipping it over the net. Dropping it through. Nice cover by Frecking. Now Hosford setting it up. Ladisaw attack. On the dig is Suffolk. Now back to Leak. Gives it out to Nielsen. Her attack is dug out back row Frecking. Hosford setting it up for Kackman, and she'll get the kill. Kill there by Maya Kackman. That'll be her first. And we are back tied for fourth time. 13-13. Aria Rigg back to serve the sophomore. And she'll get the ace. Rigg, the sophomore, with her first ace. Second one for the Warbirds, and they take their first lead at 14-13. Our second lead change, and it's 14-13. And the serve, Suffolk. Leak. Nielsen off the attack. Hosford setting it. Ladisaw, back row off the attack. Dug out Coca. Leak gives it back to Katie. Off the attack, blocked at the net. Kackman with the solo block. And Maya picking up her first solo block and the point for the Warbirds. And they now lead it 15-13, their biggest lead. And the ace hit the top of the net. Rigg dropped it in for her second ace of this rotation. 16-13, a 5-0 run here by Wymer Lidgerwood. Off the serve, Suffolk. Leak, set. Nielsen on the attack. Osford, bump set middle. And then Kackman just got it over the net. They're on the cover. Suffolk to Leak. Nielsen drops it in. Ladisaw. Pass, Hosford. Setting it. Kackman tips it around the blockers. Here the cover Leak. Suffolk, bump set, backside Nielsen. She's tipped at the net. Off the continue. Ladisaw to Hosford. Back to Ladisaw. On the attack. Dug out by Larson. Dropped in Nielsen. And there is the kill for Sky Nielsen. Picking up her third. That's team leading. Fifth assist for Leak. That stopped a 5-0 run there by Wymer Lidgerwood. It's now 14-16. Highlanders down 2. And Nielsen with the serve into the net. Service error. First service error for the Highliners. Back to a 3-point deficit, 17-14. Back to serve, Reese Hosford. Into the net, service error. Highliners back within 2 at 15-17. Grafton and Maple River tied 17-17 for opening set in that first pool play match on court number 1. Served by Suffolk. Gockler, Hosford, Kackman on the attack. Nielsen can't receive. Kackman will pick up the kill. Number 2 for Maya. 17, 18, 15. 3-point lead for the Warbirds. Ladisaw with the serve. Larson. Leak sets it. Coca into the corner. Out. And now you have the biggest lead of the set at 4. Timeout, Valley City. At one time, it was a Highlander lead at 13-11. An 8-2 run here by Wyoming-Lidgewood. And they lead at 19-15 in the opening set. This is the Highlander Volleyball Classic. Again, coverage brought to you today on the Highlander Activity Network by Grotberg Electric. We'll be back with more Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. Well, in this tournament, we have 5 teams from Single A, and each pool up to Pool A, B, C, D, and E. Each one has a Class A school, and then 2 Division Bs. Pool F has Jamestown's JV with a couple of Class Bs, and then Pool G has 4 Class Bs. We have 16 Class B schools. There's an ace by Ladisaw on the serve. That'll be her first ace. And the Warbirds' biggest lead at 5 at 20-15. So we have 1 AA JV with Jamestown, 5 single A schools, and 16 beat schools. Here's the attack by Peterson and the kill, Nora Peterson. Her second kill. Leak with her 6 assists. Highlanders within 4 at 20-16. Grafton leading 20-17 against Maple River in the other match. Serve here by Leak. Wrecking. Hosford back set. On the attack, Gackman. On the cover, Freeze. Pass to Leak. Leak setting it. Coca through the block gets the kill. Coca with her 3rd kill. Highlanders within 3 at 20-17. Bren Leak serving 17-20. Drops it over. Wrecking. Hosford. Now Kackman attacking for the Warbirds. Suffolk. Leak, back set. Freeze off the attack, tipped at the net. On the cover, Wrecking, and then dumped over by Ladisaw. Or check that, we Mauk on the attack there. Now here's Valley City. Nielsen. Leak setting it. Coca, attack, and Katie will get her 4th kill. Highlanders down by 2 at 18-20. Little 3-point run here by Valley City. And Leak to serve. Cross court and out. Service error by Leak. 21-18. Wyoming-Lidgewood. And the serve by Gockler. Suffolk to the net. Leak over by Suffolk. Free ball. Wyoming-Lidgewood. Hosford. Set middle. Off the attack and out. No tip. The attack error by Rigg. Point Valley City. 21-19, Highlanders down 2, and Coca back to serve. And the righty, jump serve, sends it over. Off Gockler, there's an ace for Coca. That'll be her first ace, 4th of the match for Valley City, and the Highlanders within 1 now at 20-21. Served by Coca. Wrecking to the net, no. Ace number 2, back-to-back aces by Coca. Timeout, Warbirds. Valley City has come back and tied it up. This is our 5th tie, 21-21. We're back with more Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. Brought to you today by Grotberg Electric. (25-19) was the final in the other pool. And I believe Maple River won that one 25-19, or pardon me, Grafton won that one 25-19. Here's the attack by Rigg. Attack air into the net. Highliners have retaken the lead with our third lead change. And Valley City right now on a 4-point run, up 22-21. And the serve on the way, Gockler. Osford set, out cross court, freeze to Leak. Attack Coca, Gockler with the dig. Osford setting it near side, Frecking attacking. There's Coca with the dig. Leak will set it up. Nielsen tipping it over the blockers and drops it in for the kill. Sky Nielsen picking up her 4th kill. Leak with her 7th assist. Highlanders on a 4-0 run, now lead 23-21. And Katie Coca with the serve. Up and over. There's Hosford. Set it to Rigg. Lake. Suffolk. Freeze on the attack. Backside dig. Hosford tipped over. Mount. On the cover, Nielsen. Leak dropping it over. And a double hit there, but Leak will pick up the kill as Warbirds were too close to the net. Couldn't finish the job. First kill for Leak. Highliners now match or set point 24-21. And Coca with the serve on the way and long. Service error. First one for Katie. 24-22. Highliners up 2. With the ball, back to serve. Paisley Urbis to serve here for Wymer Lidgerwood. Nielsen to Leak. Set, back to Sky. Off the tip over the blockers and the kill. Sky with her 5th kill. Assist number 8 for Leak, and the Highliners take set 1, 25-22, and lead the match 1-0. And now we are ready for our second set. And it took about 18 minutes to play that, so if that stays consistent, we should be able to get our second set in. Again, it's a 40-minute time limit or best 2 out of 3. We'll be back with set number 2. Highliners up 1-0. This is Highliner Classic Volleyball Action, brought to you by Grotberg Electric on the Highliner Activity Network. We get ready for set number 2 here. Valley City taking the first set, 25-22. And we got 20 minutes on the clock to get this second set done. Unless it's a quick set, we'll probably only get 2 in because we have that 40-minute time limit. Try to keep things rolling. Highlanders' next match against Edgeley Cullen Montpelier scheduled for 8:55. So the Rebels will have a little bit of time to warm up, and then we'll get set for the second one. Here we go. Hosford with the serve for the Warbirds. Leak. Set. Attack Birchall. Gockler. Hosford to the corner. Larson up ahead to Coca. Now Leak at the net. She'll attack at the top of the net. Ladisaw with the dig. Hosford back to the middle. Kackman. There's a dig there by Leak. Gets it over to Suffolk. Attack Coca out. Wide on the attack there by Katie Coca. And the Warbirds take a 1-0 lead. We'll see a lot of good Class B schools here as well in this tournament. We'll talk a little bit about the polls as we have time throughout the day today. Here's a serve by Hosford. Suffolk, Leak. Whoop, back set. Birchall had to redirect. She did get it over. Now Kackman, Ladisot into the net. Attack error by Kaylee. Point Valley City. We're tied at 1. Highlanders were receiving votes in the initial Division A poll. Here's Kinley Suffolk back to serve for Valley City. Serving 1-1, Gockler. Hosford setting it. Kackman tipping it over. Leak gets it off to Suffolk. Far side, blocked at the net. Through the block, Coca gets the kill. Number 5 for Katie. Leak with her 9th assist. Valley City up 2-1. And Suffolk with the serve. Hosford setting it up. Kackman blocked there by Peterson. And Herber's got it over to Suffolk. Leak. Then Larson dumps it over. Frecking. Hosford set middle. Kackman attack top of the net. On the cover, Leak. Suffolk front of the net. Peterson gets it over. Free ball for the Warbirds. Set near side. Ladisaw's attack is going to go long. And it's a point for Valley City, 3-1 Highlanders. Kinley Suffolk with the hardest serve in the West. Sends it over and gets the ace on cue. Thank you, Kinley. Second ace for Suffolk. 4-1 Valley City. And the right-hander sends it up, lofts this one a little bit, tickles something off and gets the ace. 3 for Suffolk. 5-1 Valley City. With a 5-point run here after Wymer Lidgewood scored the first point of the set. Serve up to Urbis, and we got 3 aces in a row by Kinley Suffolk. 4 in the match. 6-1 Valley City. Grafton up 7-5 in the second set against Maple River. That is Pool A competition going on Court 1. We are here on Court 2. Suffolk serve, and we're going to get another ace for Kinley. 4 in a row for Suffolk. 7-1 Valley City. And that is 5 aces for Suffolk. And here's the serve. And kept alive. Urbis. This time they're going to get it over. Osford. Larson. Leak for the Highlanders. Set middle. Koka on the attack. Tipped at the net. Nice dig by Gockler. Osford setting up. Ladisau blocked in the net by Peterson. And they're going to call lift on Valley City. A point for the Warbirds. 7-2. 5-point advantage for Valley City. Kaylee Ladisau back to serve. Ladisau sends it over. Larson. Leak. Set. Koka. Attack. Tipped at the net. Off the cover. Urbis. Hosford setting up for Frecking. Dig Nielsen. Leak. Drops it in on the tip. Urbis gets it back to Hosford. She'll set it up. Frecking. Tipped at the net again. On the cover. Suffolk. Leak. Tipping it up off to Peterson. Now Urbis. Kackman on the attack and the kill with the Hosford assist. Maya Kackman getting her 3rd kill. 7-3 Valley City. And Ladisau to serve for Wymer Lidgewood. Larson. And got it over on the return. And right there was Kackman to drop it in for the kill. Beat it at the net. Picks up her 4th kill. 7-4 Valley City. Ladisau serving. Larson. Received. Gets it to Suffolk. Over Leak. Free ball. Wymer Lidgewood. Hosford from Ladisau. Now Suffolk to Leak. She'll set it. Koka attacking. Tipped. Ladisau, Hosford, and then Frecking. Nice job there defensively by the Warbirds. Here's Leak setting it up. Koka, and the kill. As the line judge had to get out of the way, but it was right in front of her. It was in. It is a kill for Koka. Number 6 for Katie. 10th assist for Leak. 8-4 Valley City. That'll send Bryn Leak back to the service line for the Highlanders. Serving 8-4, set 2. Highlanders up 1-0. Here's the serve, Frecking. Hosford back setting it. Kackman attack, tipped the net, got it over. Kackman will pick up another kill. That's number 5 for Maya. 8-5 Valley City. Gockler to serve. Macy, the libero, into the net. Service error, her first. Valley City 9-5. And Katie Koka to serve. The senior sends it up, sends it over. Gockler. Hosford. Attack Urbis, wide and out. Point Valley City. 10-5 Highlanders. Coca, the Valley City State University commit, back to serve. And the right-hander fires one over. There's Gockler on the receive. Hosford setting it. Urbis over the net. Freeze to Leak. Nielsen backs up. Tipped at the net. Here's Hosford. They'll get it over. It'll be a free ball for Valley City. Coca. Leak. Set middle. Peterson up. Behind her was Nielsen. Got the attack. Gockler with the dig. Here's Frecking on the dig, or the attack and the kill. Kaylee Frecking will pick up the kill for Wymer Lidgerwood. Warbirds down 4 at 10-6. Urbis back to serve. Paisley serving 6-10, second set. She'll go down the line. Nielsen, Leak setting it. Peterson blocked at the net there, and the point. Blocked by Rigg. Picking up her second solo block. And Warbirds down 3 at 7-10. Frecking with the serve. Seppicool. Pass to Leak. Leak set. Nielsen. Attack. Nice dig by Gockler. Free ball for the Highliners. Seppicool. Leak set middle. Peterson lipped and over. On the cover was Frecking. Hosford sets it, and Frecking dumping it over and get the point. Actually, on that original cover, that was Jalen Herbinson, but the point, though, for off the kill by Frecking, 10-8. Urbis serving for the Warbirds down 2. Nielsen. Leak to Scott. Frecking. Pass to Hosford. Set middle. Off the attack and long by Rigg. Attack error. Point Valley City. Highlanders up 3, 11-8. And that will send Nora Peterson back to the service line for the Highlanders. Gockler. Urbis. Rigg gets it over. Here's Peterson for the Highlanders to Leak. Coca, attack, through the block, gets the kill. Number 7 for Katie. Leak, 11th assist. Highlanders up 4 at 12-8. Here's a serve by Nora Peterson. And that's going to go over to the other court. And that's going to be an ace for Nora. They couldn't get it over. She'll pick up her first. 13-8, Valley City by 5. Nora serving. Here's Rigg. Hosford. Back to Rigg. On the attack. Coca with the dig. Leak. Set middle. Birchall. Up and over. Urbis. Pass to Hosford. She'll set it for Frecking. Into the corner and in. The kill by Kaylee Frecking. And it's a 13-9 game. Valley City up by 4. Second kill for Frecking. And now she will go back and serve for the Warbirds. Nielsen. Leak, set. Back to Nielsen. Down the line and tip, kill, point. Nielsen will grab her 6th. Assist number 12 for Leak. Highlanders back up 5 at 14-9. That'll bring Morgan Larson in. Larson in to serve for Valley City. They lead 14-9, second set. Still plenty of time. Larson gets it over. Gockler receives. Pass to Hosford. She'll set it up for Rigg. Cross-court attack. Tip. Point. Kill for Aria Rigg. 14-10. Warbirds down 4. And Rigg will go back to serve. Rigg, the 5'10 sophomore. With the serve. Gets it over. Nice serve. Larson with the receive into the net. That's going to be 4 hits on Valley City. That'll be a, actually, you can probably give Rigg an ace either way. It's a point for the Warbirds. It's 11-14. 4 seniors on this Warbird roster. Here's Suffolk. Birchall over by Lee. Now Frecking. Hosford setting it middle. Off the attack, Kackman. Dig by Larson. To Leak. Setting it up for Nielsen. That's tipped at the net. Urbis gets it to Hosford. She'll set it up for Ladisaw. Ladisaw tipped at the net. On the cover, Larson. To Seppicool. Backside Coca. Tipping it over. Here's Urbis. Back over by Hosford. Back to the Highliners. Leak. Setting it for Nielsen. Off the attack. Tipped at the net. Kackman. Urbis gets it ahead to Hosford. Back to Kackman. And into the net. On the little tip. Tried to go around the blockers and couldn't get it over the net. Point Valley City. Good volley there. The Highliners get the point, 15-11, leading by 4. That'll send Sky Nielsen back to the service line. Gockler receives. Osford, set middle. Ladisaw blocked at the net by Burchell. We're going to do a do-over. The ball from the other court came in, so we'll start all over again. 18-18 in that match. Grafton and Maple River second set. But they only have 5 minutes left to go, so they'll only get through 2 sets in their match. Grafton won the first one, 25-19. Here's Gockler. Well, Hosford, and over by in the corner by Urbis. Sefficool, Leak set middle. Coca, good attack in the kill by Coca, number 8. Assist 13 by Leak. 16-11, Valley City leads by 5. Nielsen back to serve for the Highliners. Goes cross court, Frecking. Hosford sets. Kackman, no. A good swing into the net. And the point for Valley City. Timeout, Wymer Lidgerwood. With the Highliners leading 17-11. Timeout taken by the Warbirds. We're back with more Highliner Volleyball. The Highliner Volleyball Classic. Brought to you today by Grotberg Electric on the Highliner Activity Network. Well, the time limit, they do stop the clock during timeout. So it's 40 minutes of play. So during timeouts, they do stop the clock. So they still have 8 minutes left in this match, or a Highliner win. They're up 17-11. Nielsen with the serve. Hosford for Kackman. Kackman attack. Oh, we're going to do a do-over. They're going to call that. No, they're going to give her a kill. Yep, they'll give Kackman a kill. As the ball coming from the other court did not hinder the play. 17-12. So now everybody's kind of standing around, and that's what Coach Clabo was saying. A ball came into the court, and the line judge, so they're going to say that the attack was out. Okay, so they're going to say that attack was out instead of so the ball had no idea, no problem there. But there's a kill for Ladisaw. Now we're back in 18-12. So that last point went to Valley City to make it 18-11. And then here, the kill by Ladisaw. Here's Hosford back to serve. Serving 12-18 for Wymer Lidgerwood. Sefficool. And not a good receive. That's an ace. Hosford will pick up her first ace. And it's 18-13. Right-hander with the serve. Sefficool. And another ace. Well, back-to-back aces by Hosford. 18-14. Wymer Lidgerwood down 4. Here in the serve on the way. Here's Sefficool. Receives to Leak. Pass. Attack. Coca. Off Ladisaw. Kill. Katie Coca. Kill number 9. Assist 14 for Leak. 19-14, Valley City back up 5. Kinley Sefficool will go back to serve. She's got 5 aces so far in this match. And they just got it over on the free ball. Tipped over by Leak. Nice cover, Urbis. Hosford gets it off. Ladisaw on the attack. On the dig, Sefficool. Leak setting it for Peterson. Peterson attacking the kill. Nora Peterson will get her 3rd kill. Assist number 15 for Leak. 20-14, Highliners by 6. It's 24-22, Grafton leading Maple River in the other match. And there's a kill again off the block. Or are they going to call roofing? They're going to call the over the net on Valley City. Yep, they're calling over the net on Valley City, so it's going to be point Wymer Lidgerwood. 20-15. So change the score. Instead of 21-14, it's 20-15. They called over the net on the Highliners. Grafton, they took that second one, 25-22, so they win their match with Maple River 2-0. Here, the Highliners up 1-0, and there's A great assist attempt or a set by Leak. It'll be a point for Wyoming-Lidgerwood. They're down 4, 20-16. Kaylee Ladisaw back to serve. Serve on the way, Coca. Leak, set, back to Coca. On the attack and into the net. Point, Wyoming-Lidgerwood. 2017. The hand to serve, Ladisaw. Suffolk to Leak. Setting it up, Coca on the attack and the kill. Katie will get her 10th. Assist number 16 for Leak. 21-17. Highliners lead by 4. And now Bryn Leak will go back to serve for Valley City. Serving 21-17. Serve on the way. Here's Gockler. Hosford set. Backing up. Attack Kackman. Long. Attack air. Point Valley City. 22-17 Highliners. And Bryn Leak with the serve. Hermanson to Urbis. And Hermanson gets it into the net on her attack attempt. Point Valley City. 23-17 Highliners. Leak back to serve. Again, the Highlanders will play right away. After a brief break, they'll have Edgeley Cullum Montpelier scheduled for 8:55. Hermanson, Hosford, set middle, Kackman with the left hand, and they're going to call net violation on Valley City. That'll be a point for Wyoming-Lidgerwood, makes it 23-18. Warbirds down 5. And Gockler will go back to serve. Gockler serve on the way. Suffolk to the net, Hosford. Backside, over by Rigg. Pass, Bacalar, or that was Eleni Bacalar on that pass, and the attack in and the kill for the Highliners. Actually the attack went out. Attack air, 23-19. Gockler serving. Into the net, service error. Point Valley City, 24-19. Highliners up by 5. Set match point with Coca to the service line. Katie serving, 24-19. And the right-hander with the serve on the way. Wrecking, Hosford, Rigg. Now Coca on the dig. Pass to Leak. Leak set. Nielsen on the attack. Tipped at the net. On the cover. Wrecking. Hosford goes to the corner. Coca there. Off the Leak. Out the net. Peterson blocked again by Rigg. Then Peterson and Rigg both at the net. And Nora's going to get the point. And that'll be a point for Valley City. And they take the set. 25-19. And they'll take the match 2-0 with 2 minutes and 24 seconds to spare. So the Highliners 1-0 in pool play. And now they have about a 10-minute break. And then they will get started with the Edgeley Cullum Montpelier and Valley City, scheduled to start at 8:55. But they will give the Rebels a chance to warm up a little bit. And then we'll have our second set. So the Highliners winning it. Katie Coca with 10 kills, 6 for Sky Nielsen. Nora Peterson had 4. And Bryn Leak with 16 set assists in that one for Valley City. And again, they win it 25-22 and 25-19. So the Highliners are 1-0 in pool play. Next up, they'll take on Edgeley Cullum Montpelier. And coverage of today's Highliner Volleyball Tournament brought to you by Grotberg Electric. And we'll keep things rolling here as the Highliners, again, what they'll do is they will play pool play. They have a pool play here at 8:55. They'll have another one coming up at 9:40. And then the last round of pool play at 10:20. And then they will start bracket play probably around, I'm going to say 11:15, 11:30. They will start bracket play after they get everything figured out. And then the main bracket or the gold bracket will be played here at the Hack. They are also using the North and South gyms, and the Rec Center are what they're using this weekend for the tournament. So again, we'll be back with the Highliners taking on Edgeley Cullum Montpelier as they're getting a chance to warm up. And then we'll be back with the start of that one here in about 10 minutes. The Highliners and the Rebels on the way. Again, coverage of this Highliner Classic Volleyball Tournament brought to you by Grotberg Electric on the Highliner TV Network. Bob McDonald back with you here. Valley City now taking on Edgeley Cullen Montpelier. Our second match here in pool play. And then the Highlanders will be off until bracket play. So they'll probably get, maybe an hour, maybe hour and a half before they will be back at it after this match with the Rebels of Edgeley Cullen Montpelier, 6-2 on the year, receiving votes in the Class B poll. Again, the Highlanders now 3-0. They too were receiving votes in the Class A poll that came out again earlier this week. The first polls of the season. Highlanders just got done winning in their first match, 25-22, 25-19 against Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. And then Wyndmere-Lidgerwood and Edgeley Cullen Montpelier will play at about 9:40 in the third round of the pool play competition. So here we go. Valley City will serve first. That'll be Sky Nielsen serving from the far court to the near court. And we are underway. Warbirds, or the Rebels in their black uniforms with the gold numerals. Larson, Leak, Set, Coca on the attack. Nice dig by Gackel. Now tipped, and a point off the tip kill by Ellie Lloyd. And a 1-0 lead for the Rebels of EKM. And Lloyd, who just got the kill, will go back to the service line. As we get ready to start, here it's 1-0, Valley City trailing. Suffolk, Leak, tip, Burchell, and the kill. They're going to call net violation on the Rebels. That'll be a point for Valley City. We're tied 1-1. Again, if you're just joining us, it's best 2 out of 3 or 40 minutes. As they do have time limits here in the pool play, and then it'll be 60-minute time limit when they get to the bracket play. There's a service error for Suffolk, who had 5 aces against the Warbirds. A service error there. It's 2-1. Betsy Huber out of the service line. Here's Larson for Valley City to Leak. Setting it. Coca. Attack. And the kill. The receive by Huber goes out. That'll be kill number 1 for Katie. First assist for Leak. We are tied 2-2. And Bryn Leak will serve. And gets the ace. Dropped it in front of the libero, Kate Barnick. So Bryn Leak will pick up an ace. Highlanders with their first lead at 3-2. Leak with the serve. And another ace. That time looked like a couple of Rebels. Barnick, who is the libero, was waiting for it. And Ellie Lloyd kind of cut in front of her. But it'll be a point for Valley City, 4-2. Leak with back-to-back aces. This time Lloyd. Puts it up ahead. Cherndon on the set. Attacked by Klusman. Now back to Valley City. Leak. Klusman on the cover. Set. Tip. Cross court. Leak with the dig. Here to Suffolk. Backside set. Coca. Attack and kill. Katie Coca will pick up her second. Suffolk will pick up the pass assist. Her first. Highlanders up 3 at 5-2. Leak to serve. Bryn on the back line with the jump serve. Gackel. Set Cherlin. And cross-court attack. Leak to Suffolk. Coca over the block. And kept alive by Edgeley Cullen Montpelier. And the long ponytail is going to be tough to see the numbers on the back of some of these young ladies for EKM. I apologize. It's going to be a point, however, for Valley City. It'll be 6-2, so I have to wait till the ponytail gets out of the way. You can see the number on some of them. Here's Leak with the serve. Into the net, service error, number 1 for Bryn. Point, Rebels. And back to serve. Maisie Cherland, junior setter. Serving, 3-6 first set. Cherland sends it over, Coca. Pass to Leak. Leak set, Peterson. Cross court, nice dig, Gackel. And Turlin gets it up and got it up and over. That was Ellie Lloyd with the kill. We're just trying to get it over and gets her second kill. 6-4 Valley City. Turland to serve. And the right-hander with the serve. Nielsen, Leak. Coca on the attack and the kill. Authoritative kill there for Coca, her third. Bryn will get assist number 2. Valley City back up 3 at 7-4. And Coca will go to the service line. Serve on the way. At the net, Turland. The attack and the kill by Klusman. So Kaylin will pick up her first kill. Highliners lead is at 2 at 7-5. And coming in, going back to the service line, Alice Gackel. Gackel to serve, 5-7. Suffolk for the Highlanders to Leak. Back set, attack. Peterson and the kill. Nora will pick up her first. Bryn her third assist. Valley City back up 3 at 8-5. Now Nora Peterson will serve for the Highlanders, serving 8-5, first set. Gackel, Turland to the middle. Klusman gets it over. Pancake attempt there. Comes up a little bit short for Peterson. And Klusman will pick up her second kill. Turland her third assist. 8-6. Highlanders at 2. And Kaylin Klusman, the junior middle hitter, will serve. Suffolk, Leak. Birchall tipping it over. Turland set. Near side attack. Lloyd. Dugout. Coca. Now Leak. Gets it back over to Nielsen. She's blocked at the net. Keeps it alive. Suffolk back to Nielsen. Guy gets it over. Back set by Turland on the attack into the net. Attack error by Strobel. And it'll be a point for Valley City, 9-6 Highlanders. Morgan Larson now will come in and go back to serve. Larson serving at 9-6 here in set 1. And we have a whistle out of rotation on Valley City. And so the point goes to the Rebels, 9-7. And back to serve. Kaylee Van Ink will serve for the Rebels, and she gets an ace. Van Ink drops in an ace. That'll be her first. The lead is at 1 at 9-8. Second serve for the sophomore setter, defensive specialist. Larson, Leak, Birchall attack, and out. And I'm going to say it was tipped, so it'll be a point for Valley City. So Birchall will pick up the kill. That'll be her first. Leak, fourth assist. Highliners up 10-8. Sky Nielsen back to serve. So Nielsen to the service line. Turland. And over by Lloyd. Now back to Valley City. Suffolk. Coca into the corner. On the cover, Lloyd. Turland set middle. Off the attack by Huber. Back to Valley City. Leak. Down the line. And the kill into the corner by Katie Coca. A little redirect there. Instead of the authoritative kill, she tried to go into the corner. They're going to say out. So an attack error, actually. So it's a point for Edgley Cullum Montpelier. They are back within 1 at 9-10. Here's the serve by Lloyd. Leak setting it. Attack Birchall. Turland set middle. And the attack by Huber was returned for Valley City. To the middle. Suffolk. Leak dropping it in. On the cover. Klusman here near side. And attacking. Leak gets it off to Coca. She's blocked at the net, and the block goes in. That'll be a point for EKM. We are tied at 10. Our third tie, our first since 2-2. Ellie Lloyd back to serve. Serve up, and here's Larson. Leak set. Tipped over, and the kill for Coca. That'll be number 4 for Coca. Leak with her 5th assist. Highlanders up 11-10. And the serve is received. That's going to be an ace for Valley City. To Sept. Her first. Highlanders up 12-10. And Kinley to serve. Into the net, service error number 2. 12-11. EKM down 1. And we'll send Betsy Huber back to the service line. Here at the net, attack Peterson. Now set. There's side attack. And that goes off one of the Highliners. That'll be a kill for Jasmine Zahn. 4th assist for Turnlin. And we are tied at 12. At the net, Lloyd, pass up front. Valley City off the free ball, Sept. Leak, attack Coca, and the kill. Number 5 for Katie. 6 assists for Bryn Leak, 13-12. Valley City up 1. Our Redeemers and Four Winds Minnewacan, they are playing on the other court right now. A couple Class B schools. There's a serve that goes long. Service error for Nielsen. That'll be her first service error. We are tied 13-13. Or the receive off the serve. That'll be an ace more for Turland. And now Turland serving. And we're going to have a whistle. And something again with the Highliners out their rotation. So another unforced error gives a point to the Rebels. They take a 1-point lead at 14-13 with our third lead change. Serve, Turnlin. Coca. Leak. Back to Coca on the attack. Barnick with the dig. Free ball for Valley City. Sept. Leak. Freeze. Barnick on the dig. And Turnlin set. Dumped over by Zahn. Now Peterson gets it over. Another attack attempt, cross court, dug off Nielsen from Strobel's attack. Back to the Rebels. Turlin set middle, attacked by Klausman and the kill. Klausman will pick up her third, 5th assist for Turnland. And it's 13-15, Rebels by 2. Rebels on a little mini 3-0 run. Turnland with the serve, Sept. To Leak. Over, free ball for the Rebels, Lloyd. Back set Turlin. Off the attack and the kill. And that's Strobel picking up her first. Assist number 6 for Turnlin. And Valley City now trailing 16-13. A 4-point run here for the Rebels. Maisie Turnland to serve, 16-13 here in set number 1. For EKM, Sept. Leak. There's to Coca. Turnlin on the cover. Then Strobel dropped it over. Back to Valley City. Sept. Coca, cross court. Turnlin setting it. Off the attack by Zahn. Nice dig. Nielsen. Here's Coca on the attack. Barnick with the dig. At the net is Nora Peterson, and she drops it in and gets the kill. Peterson will get her second. And Valley City back within 2 at 14-16. Katie Coca back to serve. Barnick. Turlin. And the attack hits the antenna. That's going to be out on the attack by Strobel. Point Valley City. And it's 16-15. Serve. Coca. That's going to be an ace for Katie. That went off of Lloyd. First ace for Coca. And we're now tied for the fifth time. 16-16. Our Redeemers taking that first set, 25-7. And there's another ace for Katie Coca. Back-to-back aces. Valley City, our fourth lead change. Go back up 17-16. Coca with the serve. Barnick receives this time. Turlin to the net, over by Freeze. Turlin to Strobel. Strobel to the back line. Coca. Leak. Sets it up. Nielsen. Lloyd off the dig. Now Barnick. Strobel backs up. Gets it over. Free ball Valley City. Peterson. Leak, back set, freeze into the net. Attack here, Valley City. And we have our 6th tie at 17-17. Back serving. Well, Alice Gackle serving here for the Rebels. Suffolk. Back set, Leak. Peterson, attack. And the kill. Nora Peterson will pick up her 3rd kill. Leak, 7th assist. Valley City back up 1, 18-17. There's the serve by Peterson. Barnick got down, got it. And over by Lloyd, and the kill. Ellie Lloyd will get her 3rd kill. Turlin's 7th assist. And we are tied again, 18-18, our 7th tie here in the opening set. And now Hausman with the serve. Suffolk. Leak, set. Nielsen. Dropped it over. Lloyd. Turlin. Back to Lloyd on the attack. Coca to Leak for the Highlanders. Setting it up. Coca into the net. Actually, they'll say that was blocked. It is still Valley City on the with the ball. The free ball here. Gackle. Turlin. She'll back set it. Strobel on the attack. There's the dig by Coca. Leak sets it up for Nielsen. Down the line. Nice cover, Turlin. Now Gackle back here to the near side. Lloyd gets it over. Free ball for the Highlanders. Coca to Leak. Set middle. Attack Burchell. Turlin back to Gackle. Here near side. Klessman gets it over. Back to Valley City with Coca. Leak back setting it. Freeze on the attack and the kill for Maddie Freeze. That'll be her first. Leak's 8th assist. And Valley City goes back up by 1, 19-18. Back and forth we go. Here in the first set, Morgan Larson now back to serve for the Highlanders. Serving 19-18. Serve on the way. Gackle. Turlin. Set. Backside attack Lloyd. Coca. The Leak. Over to Nielsen. Jumps it over. Gackle now for the Rebels. Turlin. Back set. Strobel into the net. Attack error. Point Valley City. Highlanders up 2, 20-18. Morgan Larson will go and serve for Valley City. And the right-hander sends it over. Lloyd receives. Strobel, then over by Turlin. And she'll get the kill. Morgan Larson and Coca, I think, not having the best of the communication. And Maisie Turlin's going to actually pick up a kill. Now it's 20-19. And the Rebels with the serve. On the serve by Van Eyck. And a service error. She has 1 ace, 1 error. Point Valley City. 21-19. Nielsen back to serve. Sky's got 1 service error. No aces thus far. Here's Gackle. Turlin. And over by Huber. Now Leak. Setting it up. Koch on the attack. Nice dig, Gackle. Barnick back into play. Lloyd gets it over. Free ball for Valley City. Sefakul on the attack. Coca blocked at the net. Nielsen on the cover. Over to Leak. Back to Coca. She'll attack again into the net. Attack here. Point to the Rebels. 21-20. Down by 1. Nelson Ellie Lloyd back to the service line. Jasmine Zahn comes into the front row. And Lloyd with the serve. Sefakul. Larson over by Coca. Now Lloyd. Turlin setting it up. Cross-court attack. Zahn. Nice dig, Coca. Leak sets it. Burchell into the net. That'll be a kill for Katie Burchell. That'll be her second. It was blocked into the net, so they got the point. Leak with her 9th assist. Highlanders back up 2, 22-20. Timeout taken by by Edgley Montpelier. Highlanders up 22-20. We're back with more Highlander Classic Volleyball from the Hack, being brought to you today on the Highlander Activity Network by Grotberg Electric. As we come out of the timeout, Valley City up 22-20. And we're in the opening set of the best 2 out of 3. Served by Sept. Pass, Van Eyck on the attack, is on. Sept to Lee, setting it up, Coca, attack, kill. Katie Coca, number 6. Assist number 10 for Bryn Leak. Valley City now up 3, 23-20. And Sept to serve. Sept on that far side, ready to serve, up and over, 23-20, and ace right down the line. Kinley will get her second ace. And Highlanders looking at set point here, 24-20. And the serve down the line. Here's Turlin. She's blocked at the net by Coca and gets the kill. So Katie Coca will pick up her 7th kill, and the Highlanders take the set 25-20. And the lead 1-0. And we are back with set number 2 with the Highlanders and Edgerton Montpelier. This is Highlander Classic Volleyball brought today by Grotberg Electric on the Highlander Activity Network. Again on the other courts, our Redeemers out of Minot does 4 wins Minnewacan. Our Redeemers won the first set. They're even up 8-8 here in the second set. 4 wins Minnewacan. Head coach Bridget Graywater, former head coach at Valley City State University. And speaking of BCSU, current coach Michelle Micklejohn and the crew, they're in Montana. Their first conference road trip. Lost a tough one 3-1 last night to Montana State Northern. And face a tough opponent today in the Providence Argos, who are ranked number 5 in the nation. That gets started about 3 o'clock in the afternoon out in Great Falls, Montana. Here, the Highlanders hosting the Highlander Classic. And we are in set number 2 in the second pool play match for Valley City. They defeated Weimar-Lidgewood in 2, 25-22, 25-19. And then at 9:40, Weimar-Lidgewood and EKM will play. So following this one, they'll play their pool match. So Valley City will probably have, I'm going to guess, around an hour and a half break before they will start bracket play after this one. Here we go with the Highlanders ready to go in set number 2. Leak setting it, Birchall on the attack. Gackle, Turlin dropping it over. On the cover, Leak to Sept. And tipped over by Coca. They're going to call net violation on Turlin on EKM. That'll be a point for Valley City. So the Highlanders with the early 1-0 lead. Now they're going to wipe up some moisture on the floor. Valley City up 1-0 second set. 4 wins Minnewacan leading 13-9 over our Redeemers. Second set in that match. Again, 40 minutes or best 2 out of 3, whichever comes first here in pool play. Kinley Sept to serve. Kinley, couple of aces, couple of service errors in the first set. And she'll get an ace here on cue. Thank you. That is her third, her 8th of the day. She had 5 in the opening set. Or opening match, pardon me. She had 5 aces. That's her third one here in this match. Serve up and up on the line. Tipped over by Huber. Now Valley City. Leak sets. Coca around the blockers. On the cover there, Turlin. Near side. Attack Lloyd. Doug for Nielsen for the Highliners. Larson back to Coca. Coca gets it over. Gackle there on the dig. Turlin setting it up again for for Lloyd, pardon me. Nielsen with the dig. Set Leak. Attack Coca. Kept alive there by Klussman and tipped over. Free ball for the Highliners. Here's Leak setting it up on the attack. Peterson. Turlin will get it off cross court. Klussman on the attack there. Sifficool with the dig. Back here, free ball for the Rebels on the attack. Huber. Nice pancake by Sifficool. Kept alive by Peterson, over by Coca. Now the Rebels back on the attack here with Lloyd cross court. On the dig, Coca. Coca gets it from Larson. Drops it over the net. Gackle. Back to Turlin. Turlin setting it up for Lloyd. Lloyd again, back row. On the dig, Larson. Leak will bump set. Coca off the attack. Tipped at the net and dropped it in for the kill. Great volley. And the Highliners will get the kill. 8 for Coca, 11th assist. And Valley City up 3-0. Nice volley there on both sides. And the Highliners lead 3-0. Bryn Leak was going to go back and serve like, not your turn. Suffolk is still to the back line. And she'll send it here near side. Turlin, back set. Huber dumps it over. On the cover, Suffolk. Leak, set up. Coca on the attack and the kill. Dig that one was Klussman. And Coca will pick up her 9th kill. Assist number 12, 4-0 Valley City. Quick start to the second set. Here's the serve on the way. And that's going to be another ace for Suffolk, her 4th. Highliners up 5-0. And back to serve will be Kinley Suffolk. 5-0 Highliners, second set. Suffolk sends it over, and she's going to get, stop me if you've heard this, an ace. That's her 5th in this match. 10 for the day for Kinley Suffolk. 6-0 Valley City. And the right-hander with the serve. That's going to go long. A little too much mustard on that one. So service error. So it's either feast or famine for Suffolk. That's her 3rd service error to go along with 5 aces. Highlanders up 6-1. Lloyd to serve. Suffolk receives to Leak. Leak setting it. Peterson blocked at the net, but through the blockers and around him. Nora Peterson picks up her 4th kill. 13th assist for Leak. Highlanders with that biggest lead at 6 points, 7-1. Back to serve. Now it's Bryn's turn to serve. Barnick, back set on the attack. Huber. Leak, and nope, pass up front, went under the net. That'll be a kill for Betsy Huber, her 1st. 7-2 Valley City. And Huber will go back to serve. Junior middle hitter. Suffolk to Leak. On the attack, Coca, and the kill for Katie Coca. Number 10. This is number 14 for Leak. Highlanders equaling that biggest lead at 6, 8-2. And now Katie Coca back to serve for Valley City. Right-hander sends it over. Lloyd, set Turlin. Attack Klussman. On the dig, Coca, Leak setting it. Nielsen around the blockers here on the cover. Turlin set middle. And Klussman dropping it over. We're going to have a net violation on the Highliners, on Peterson, I believe, up in the front. So that'll be a point, 8-3. Rebels down 5. That's in Maisie Turlin back to the service line. Serving 3-8. On the way, Suffolk. Leak over by Freeze. And they're going to call lift there on Leak. That'll be a point for Edgley Cullum-Montpelier. Down now, 4-8. Turlin to serve. Sends it, hits the top of the net. Nice return, Suffolk. Leak setting up for Nielsen. There's Barnick. Turlin sets it. Attacks on. And the kill. Well, they're going to say it was attack was long by Zahn. They wanted a touch, didn't get it, so it'll be a point for Valley City, 9-4. And now Nora Peterson back to serve for Valley City. Fort Wayne's Minnewacan up 21-13 on our Redeemers. Second set in that pool play match. And that's the pool that has actually 4 Class B teams in it. 4 Winsman-Waukon, our Redeemers, Glen Ellen, and Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Here's the set and the kill there down the line by Strobel. Strobel will get her second kill. Turnlin will pick up her 8th assist. 9-5. Highlanders down up 4. And Gackel now in to serve. Alice, senior, one of 2 seniors on this Rebel team. 6-2 on the year, receiving votes. The most recent poll out of District 2, Region 1. There's the attack by Freeze. Over by Lloyd. Free ball for Valley City. Coca. Leak. Setting it. A Birchall on the attack and tip. I think it was just out, but it was tipped. And Birchall will pick up the kill. Katie will get her 3rd. Leak's 15th assist. And it's 10-5. Valley City. Morgan Larson back to serve for the Highliners. Right-hander with the serve. Lloyd. Turlin. Back set. Strobel. A nice one-arm dig by Coca, but it went backwards. That'll be a kill for Strobel. Allie will get her 3rd. 9th assist for Turlin. 10-6. 4-point lead for Valley City. Now Kaylin Klussman, the junior middle hitter, with the serve. Coca. Leak sets for Birchall. Off the slide, gets the attack and the kill. For Katie Birchall with her 4th. 16th assist for Leak. Highlanders up 5, 11-6. Biggest lead has been 6 points at 6-0 and 7-1, and then 8-2. Served by Nielsen. Lloyd. Turlin sets for Lloyd. On the attack, out. No touch. Point Valley City. Another 6-point lead here for the Highlanders at 12-6. Served by Nielsen. Gackel. And Turlin, that's going to be a point for Valley City. As the ace there for Nielsen. 13-6, that is the biggest lead now for the Highliners. Up by 7. Here's Nielsen with the serve. Gackel receives. Backing up and over by Lloyd. Nielsen. Leak. Back set. Birchall on the attack. Blocked at the net. Kept alive by Coca. Now Gackel for the Rebels. Turlin set middle. Dipped over by Huber. And the kill. Betsy Huber will get her 2nd kill. Assist 10 for Maisie Turlin. And it is 13-7 Valley City. 25-17. So actually that was a straight set win by Four Winds Minnewacan. So they win it in 2. But they split the first 2. But the attacking a point here again for the Rebels. 13-8. And back to the service line. Fredgley Cullum Montpelier. And I believe back there is Kaylin Van Eyck. She'll serve it over. At the net, Coca. Blocked at the net. Coca tipping it off the block. Van Eyck setting it backside. Klussman into the net. Service attack error. Point Valley City. And the Highlanders up 6 at 14-8. Biggest lead has been 7. Here's Suffolk at the service line. Gackel. On the attack, Lloyd, and she'll get the kill. Ellie Lloyd will pick up her 4th kill. 14-9 Highlanders. And Lloyd back to serve. Lloyd and Alice Gackel, the 2 seniors for the Rebels, for Coach Tanner Carlson. And the serve on the way, Coca. Leak setting it. Coca on the attack. Out. And they're going to say tip. It'll be a point for Valley City off the Coca kill, number 11. Leak, 17th assist. Highlanders up 6, 15-9 here in the second set. And back to serve. Leak. And a free ball in on the attack there. I think that was Turlin, and it is. Maisie will pick up her 2nd kill. 15-10. Highlanders by 5. Betsy Huber will go back to the service line for the Rebels. Here's Suffolk on the receive. Leak. Bump set. Coca attack. Nice dig by Huber. Then Suffolk. Leak will set it again. Coca on the attack and out. That'll be an attack error. Point for the Rebels. 11-15, down by 4. And a serve. Well, after people get through. A little crowded down there. Betsy Huber to serve. For Edgley Cullen Montpelier serving 11-15. Nielsen, Leak. Peterson, an odd angle, got it over though. Now Klussman, set by Turlin, and Klussman drops it over. On the cover, Freeze, got it to Leak. Leak setting up for Koka, and the kill. Katie, we'll get number 12. Assist number 18 for Bryn. Islanders back up 5, 16-11. And the serve, Katie Koka. Serve into the up and over, and ace, number 3 for Katie Koka. 17-11, Valley City by half dozen. Timeout, Edgley Cullen Montpelier. 17-11, Valley City leading by 6 here in the second set. And again, winning the opening set, 25-20. And so they are up 1-0. We'll be back with more. This is the Highlander Volleyball Classic, brought to you here on the Highlander Activity Network by Grotberg Electric. On this Saturday morning, a full day of coverage here on YouTube on the Highlander Activity Network. Again, best 2 out of 3 or 40 minutes, whichever comes first. Highlanders up 1-0. They lead 17-11 here in the second set, and they still have just over 6 minutes left in their 40-minute time. Barnick on the receive. Attack Lloyd. Suffolk dig. Leak. Middle. Tip. Peterson. On the cover, Turnlin. Klussman tipped at the net by Freeze. Through the block, gets the kill. Kaylin Klussman will get her 4th. Turnlin will get assist number 11, and Valley City lead back to 5 at 17-12. And that will send Maisie Turnlin, the setter, back to the service line. Serving 12-17 here in the second set. We will keep the video stream going with the rest of pool play, and then we will shut things down. There's a service error by Turnlin as we get ready for bracket play, which again will start approximately 11:30. 18-12, Valley City up. Nora Peterson back to serve for the Highlanders. Cross court. Zahn, Turlin. Klussman gets it over. Free ball, Valley City. Freeze, set, Leak. Middle tip, Birchall. On the cover, Barnick. Turlin, back set. Zahn attacking. Blocked at the net by Birchall. Then off Nielsen and out of bounds. And Jasmine Zahn will get her second kill. 18-13, the lead at 5. Gackel now back to serve. Alice, a senior, defensive specialist. And the serve up and over. Suffolk to Leak. Setting. Koka. Attack. Barnick with the dig. Turlin setting it up. Lloyd attacking. Off the dig there. Larson kept alive. Suffolk then up and over by, that was Leak, not Larson on the dig, pardon me. Now in the middle set. Attack there by Lloyd. Here's Koka. Leak set. Nielsen down the line attack and out. And boy, what was one of the EKM players came running off the bench to grab a ball that was rolling while play was going on, and quick hustle there. Heads up play. I think that was Huber. Anywho, I was kind of wondering, why is she running off the bench? 18-14. Rebels down by 4. Here's Suffolk to Freeze. Freeze on the attack. Barnick with the dig. Turlin. Here to the near side. Lloyd gets it over. Back to Valley City. Koka. Leak back set. Freeze on the attack. Barnick with the dig. Free ball to the net. Ripped by Freeze. And that'll be a point for Valley City. We'll actually probably say that the ball never got over, but will be a kill for Maddie Freeze, her second. And it's a 19-14 Valley City lead. That'll send Morgan Larson back to the service line. And she'll get an ace. So Morgan will pick up the ace. That'll be her first. Highlander lead is at 6 at 20-14. Larson back to the service line. Serve on the way. Klussman, Turlin, back to Kalen. On the cover, Leak. Suffolk, bump set. Koka tipping it into the net. Point to the Rebels, 20-15. Down by 5, less than 3 minutes to go in this set. With the Highlanders up 20-15. Here's the serve by Klussman. Leak setting it. Birchall, block at the net. The block went out. Point Valley City. So through the block, Birchall will pick up her 5th kill. Assist number 20 for Leak. Highlanders up 21-15. And Sky Nielsen back to serve for Valley City. At the net, skid bump by Turland, over by Huber. Nielsen, Leak, set on the slide attempt. Birchall with the attack and the kill. Katie with her 6th. Assist number 21 for Leak, 22-15. Highlanders lead is up to 7. That equals their biggest lead of the set. Back to serve. Sky Nielsen. Off the receive. Free ball for the Highlanders. Nielsen. Leak. Set. Koka attack. Blocked at the net. And the block there. Like a block assist. Huber and Strobel. So the point for the Rebels makes it 22-16. And back to serve. Katie Van Eyck with the serve. Suffolk. Leak. Birchall tipped at the net. Gackle. Turlin setting it up. On the attack, Lloyd. There's Larson with the dig. Leak will set it. Birchall attacking again. Gackle with another dig. Huber, near side Lloyd, dumps it over. On the cover, Nielsen. Leak sets it up for Koka. Koka tipped at the net. Birchall tipped over by Leak. Kept alive by Lloyd. Klussman gets it to Turlin. She'll get it over the net. Free ball for Valley City. Larson to Leak. Leak sets it for Koka. Off the dig is Klussman. Turlin gets it over, and the point. Good volley there again for the Rebels, and they're back within 5. 22-17. Inside a minute to go. Served by Van Eyck. Oh, that's going to be an ace. Kaylee Van Eyck will pick up an ace. That'll be her 2nd. She also has 1 service error. It doesn't look like they're going to get through this one. It's only 35 seconds to go. It's 22-18, unless they let them play it out. Here's the serve. Suffolk at the net. Leak takes it off the net. Birchall off the attack. Off Lloyd and the kill. Katie Birchall with the point. 23-18. Birchall will pick up the 7th assist, or 7th kill. Highlanders serving 23-18. Suffolk will serve. Gets it over. Klussman, Turlin back set. Huber on the attack. Larson, Leak, far side, Koka tipping it over the blockers, and a pancake attempt. No, point Valley City. 24-18, and that's going to do it. Time limit. They're not going to let them play it out. 24-18, though, Highlanders will win in 2, and they will move on. So they'll be 2-0 in pool play. And again, taking a look at this one, Katie Koka with 13 kills, also had 3 aces in this match. Katie Birchall with 7 kills. Nora Peterson had 4. 21 assists for Bryn Leak. 5 aces for Skinley Suffolk. Bryn also had a couple of service aces. Morgan Larson had a service ace. On the other side, Ellie Lloyd, Kaylin Klussman each had 4 kills. Allie Strobel had 3, as did Maisie Turlin. Jasmine Zahn, Betsy Huber with a couple each, and 12 assists for Maisie Turlin. So the Highlanders are 2-0 in pool play as they win in 2 sets over Wymer Lidgerwood, 25-22, 25-19. Then they defeat Edgeley Cullum Montpelier here, 25-20 and 24-18. And the time limit stopped this second set from going to completion. So the Highlanders are 2-0, and they will be the top team. They'll go on to the gold bracket. And again, in that gold bracket, they'll start that probably about 11:30, quarter to 12. And that's when the Highlanders will be up next. Still lots more pool play action to go here. And we'll be continuing our pool play coverage here on the Highlander Activity Network. And then we'll be back with the Highlanders play-by-play when they get into bracket play here again approximately 11:30 that we'll have that coverage. Again, today's Highlander Classic on the Highlander Activity Network is brought to you by Grotberg Electric. We'll be back with more volleyball, so keep it tuned here on the Highlander Activity Network as we'll continue our coverage with the video stream of this pool play here in Valley City. And welcome back to the Highliner Activity Center and today's coverage of the Highliner Volleyball Classic here on the Highliner Activity Network, brought to you by Grotberg Electric. We're just wrapping up our pool play. Langdon Area Munich, right now, they are taking on Kidder County, and that is the last match in Pool F. And when this is done, they will have to total up the points and see where teams land, and then we'll set up our brackets. The Highlanders, of course, won both of their pool play matches, so I'll have to wait to see how they stack up with the other 6 pool winners to see where they will be seated as they go into bracket play. And what we're going to do is, after this match is done and pool play is done, we're going to be shutting down our stream, and then we'll have the bracket play stream here on the Highliner Activity Network, and you can go over to that and continue watching the tournament. So as soon as this match is done and pool play wraps up, we'll be shutting down our stream, and then we'll be setting our bracket play stream right away thereafter, and that's where we'll be watching again with the brackets. The Highlanders will be in the gold bracket. We know that for sure because they won their pool at 2-0. Now it's just a case of the other pools finishing up and finding out where the Highlanders set as far as seeding. So again, as Langdon Area Munich, they are taking on Kidder County. When this match is done, we'll be shutting down our stream and then starting up on the bracket play stream here on the Highliner Activity Network. Again, coverage of today's Highliner Volleyball Classic being brought to you today by Grotberg Electric.